Welcome. I want to thank Five Towns Central for their incredible work on behalf of the Five Towns community, sharing minyanim lists, gemach lists, and our Torah. I want to share with you a thought about Parshas Tzeitzi. We have the mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein to chase away the mother bird before we take the baby, before we take the eggs. Now, typically we assume that when there's a mitzvah opportunity, we run after the mitzvah. We want to get every mitzvah we could get. But here, interestingly enough, the Torah goes out of its way to say, do not run after me. Do not run after the mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein. Gemara in Chulin Kuf Lamed Ches tells us Shiluach HaKein does not apply in a case where things are set up and established. It has to be only, as the pasuk says, ki yikare. If you happen upon, you chance upon, kan sipar. The Gemara teaches prat l'mezuman, not including a case where it's set up, where it's fixed, where you know that there's something available or nest that you can take the eggs. That doesn't apply. Only when it just happens to chance upon such a situation that warrants Shiluach HaKein. And similarly, the Gemara in Chulin Kuf Lamed Tes asks, perhaps a person should go traveling the harim in the gvaos, in the mountains and the valleys, to try to find a location where they find the mother sitting on the egg, so that they can fulfill the mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein. Says the Gemara, no. We learn again from the Torah, ki yikare, if you chance upon a kain, a nest, that's the only time when you have the opportunity to fulfill the mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein. And if that's the case, the Gaon Melissa, the Nesivos, says something absolutely incredible. Says the Nesivos, from the fact that by this mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein, of sending the mother bird away, the Torah has to go out of its way to teach you that we don't apply the rule of searching out the mitzvah. We see from this, says the Nesivos, that by all other mitzvahs we should indeed look for opportunities, seek opportunities, travel the world to find opportunities to become a mitzvah, because this, says the Nesivos, is the only exception, teaching us that all other cases we indeed should be looking to fulfill mitzvahs, even if they don't come up in our own backyard. The question arose a few 200 years ago, in the time of the Nesivos, whether one can, let's say a person has a field, and if it's in their own field, and they own the field, and they own the bird in the field, then they can't do the mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein, because again, it has to be something that is chanced upon while you're traveling, while you're walking along the road. Well, what would happen if you owned a field, and you so much desperately want to fulfill this very special mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein? What if you would be mafkir, if you would render ownerless your entire field, just so that you could fulfill this mitzvah? Sounds a little bit crazy, doesn't it? Says the Nesivos, and we all know the story. These are the words of the Nesivos. We all know the story of the wonderful person, Rav Shimon Wolf Rothschild. Yes, this is in the Nesivos. This is the Aderes pointing out in his Sefer Cheshbonos Shamitzah. We all know the story of Rav Shimon Wolf Rothschild, sheyichya l'orach yom tov, who should live and be well. Apparently in the time of Mr. Rothschild, 100 years ago or so, a little bit more than 100 years ago, that he did exactly this. He was mafkir, he gave up ownership of his entire field so that he had the opportunity to fulfill this mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein. It's almost a mitzvah that you can't want to do. It has to just happen upon it, completely randomly. The Medrash has an interesting comment with which we'll finish, honing in on one extra word on the mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein. Shaleach tishalach es ha'im. You should send away the mother bird, but it has that extra word, tishalach. Just say, shalach es ha'im. Why this extra word? Shalech tishalech, the double lashon. You should surely send away the mother bird. And the Medrash in Dvarim Rabbah, in this week's Parshas, Parshas Tzeitzi, gives us a bracha with this word. It said that this word hints to a certain bracha. Im kiyamta mitzvah zu, if you're going to fulfill this mitzvah, you know what else? I'm going to bring to you a different pasuk that also has this word of root of shalach. I'll fulfill the pasuk for you. Hinei anochi shaleach lachem es Eliyahu hanavi. B'schus the mitzvah of Shiluach HaKein, that extra word teaches us, b'schus this, I will be shaleach Eliyahu hanavi to you. And I want to finish with an incredible insight, a beautiful and inspiring thought of the Divrei Yoel, the Satmar Rebbe. He says that just like the mitzvah Shiluach HaKein happens, you chance upon it. You don't expect it. You can't plan for it. It just has to happen. That's exactly the way Eliyahu Hanavi is going to come. When we least expect it, when we're down in the dumps, when it seems in Klal Yisrael's eyes that there's no way out, that's the point. Prat l'mizumen, not when you expect it, not when you anticipate it. Ki kare. That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to send us Eliyahu Hanavi. May we be speedily zocher to that moment very quickly. Thank you.